What if the truths you grew up with were never true? Not myths, not misunderstandings, but lies, planted deep into your childhood, disguised as facts. This isn't just about false beliefs. It's about how the world shaped your mind without asking permission. When you opened your eyes, the world began feeding you stories. Easy ones, safe ones, and you trusted them because that's what kids do. But what if those stories weren't innocent? What if the things you still believe about your brain, your body, your memories were never meant to be true? Let's unravel the lies you've lived with since birth. You've been lied to since birth. Not once, not twice, but constantly, quietly, systematically. And the most terrifying part, you believed it. You still do. They told you humans only use 10% of their brains, as if the rest just sits there, untouched, like an empty warehouse of wasted potential. But neuroscience laughs at that. Brain scans show activity everywhere. Even when doing nothing, your mind is a battlefield of signals, memories, and emotions. The truth? You use all of it, just not all at once. But the 10% lie? It's more comfortable, because it makes failure easier to swallow. It whispers, "You're not lazy, you're just an untapped genius." And that's easier to live with. You were taught to wait 30 minutes after eating before swimming. But your body doesn't suddenly forget how to swim just because you had a sandwich. No one ever drowned because of a full stomach. Yet this myth persists, passed from parent to child. Why? Because safety sounds better than truth. Because control feels better than honesty. You were told your tongue has specific taste zones, sweet at the tip, bitter in the back. But the taste isn't so tidy. Flavors don't respect borders. Every part of your tongue can taste everything. It's not a map, it's a storm. And yet, old textbooks still carry the lie. Printed, laminated, taught. You heard lightning never strikes the same place twice. But try telling that to the Empire State Building, which gets hit about 25 times a year. You were told your fingerprints are unique, but studies have found lookalikes, doppelprintgangers. In a world of 8 billion people, even your skin's signature isn't sacred. You were told cracking your knuckles gives you arthritis. Wrong again. The sound is just gas bubbles bursting in your joints. It's harmless, but annoying. So they scared you into stopping. And here's one they never told you was a lie. That memory is a camera. That what you remember is what happened. Except it's not. Your brain rewrites. Every time you recall something, it changes slightly. Like copying a VHS tape over and over. Truth fades. Impressions grow. You've also been fed lies about success. Work hard and you'll make it, as if effort alone guarantees results. No one told you about luck, or timing, or privilege. Those parts were edited out. Because the full picture is too unfair, too ugly. And maybe the biggest lie of all, that adults know what they're doing. When you're a kid, grown-ups seem like gods. They have keys, and credit cards, and answers. But then you grow up and realize everyone's just guessing, faking confidence, quietly falling apart inside. There is no finish line where you suddenly feel ready. Just people wearing masks of certainty and calling it adulthood. So why do these lies stick? Because the truth is inconvenient. It's messy. It makes people uncomfortable. Lies are easier. They're passed down in bedtime stories, classroom posters, and well-meaning warnings. They shape how we see the world. And over time, they become the world. But now you know. And once you know, you can't go back. You start to question things. Everything. Every fact you've ever accepted. Every rule you've never broken. Every thought you've mistaken for truth. You've been lied to since birth. But the bigger question is, what lies are you still living? Now you've seen the cracks in the story, the myths you were fed, the illusions you believed. But here's the thing about lies. They're comfortable. Truth? It's uncomfortable, messy, lonely. That's why most people never question it. But you just did. And once your mind opens, it never closes the same way again. So, what else might be a lie? What else do you think you know but never questioned? Keep questioning. Keep doubting. That's where the truth lives. Subscribe if you're ready to see the world without the mask.